Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. Okay, yeah, today, get out or all of my royalty. If you're brand new, hi, hello. Grab some petty tea, something to snack on. Let's go. Oh, cause yeah, this is yeah, gonna be messy. Um, okay, yeah, today, get out or all of my royalty. If you're brand new, hi, hello. Grab some petty tea, something to snack on. Let's go. Oh, cause yeah, this is yeah, gonna be messy. But yeah, it's gonna be as messy as my life. Yeah, but this whole what had happened on September 10th, And the thing is, it's really crazy how someone who hated people so much got so much money. Like in today's age, hatred gets you money. Villains get that money. And that's one reason certain religious people, and especially the way it's like some of the people in the church, and see, it's like this is why I've been writing and creating different things about what makes a villain, who is a villain, because some of the people that you expect to be like the good guys or the person you can look up to is but this situation, this situation is not that because I mean for one he told his following empathy is bad. And it's like I'm not gonna quote because yeah, it's like I'm probably gonna put links with all the quotes and everything because over the years I've heard so much garbage from this man. So much hate, so much like just racist like verbiage and it was disgusting. And the fact that I can say was just like, but people are gonna rewatch and like and see it's like generations to come. Just Generation A is gonna be able to go online and watch his disgusting, bigoted, awful, terrible, racist views. And see, and that's the problem with the internet. It's like people can put just anything, especially hateful, awful, terrible things. And that's basically all he did. And especially as a black woman, you think I'm gonna waste my time and have empathy for somebody who he didn't think anything of black people, but especially black women. He even listed beautiful, wonderful, amazing, well educated black women and just saying how the only reason they got it is because of DEI. Well, it's like we have, and yeah, multi-millionaire who dropped out of community college. It's like I think he was so jealous of everyone different from him being happy that he was able to get rich off of his hatred from not being happy. He got to be sexist and tell women, yeah, the only reason you're going to go to college is to get that MRS degree, get that Mrs. degree. Like, don't pay attention. Don't pay attention to your professors. Don't get the education. Just get the Mister. Get get that man. And it's like just some of the sexist, awful, terrible things he would say to women as a whole. But then it's like yesterday and today I keep seeing like people are doing collages of different videos from people and all of these women, oh my gosh, he was so amazing, oh my god, and seeing all these people write quotes and it's like and like women, the things women wrote, and I'm like, he didn't think anything of you. It's like, okay, it's like if you want to be one of those traditional back in the day 50s type of housewife, good for you, but that's all he thought. Like that's all he thought. Like I mean, like that's the only use he thought of you. Yeah. Yeah. So congratulations if that's all you want it to be. But yeah, it's and again we're talking about a community college dropout. Whenever it was women going to college and getting degrees, he was against it. Again, I think I he got rich off of jealousy because that jealousy got him a crowd of other like white able-bodied men to now have that as their excuse. My excuse is that women are taking over the masculinity. They're making us more feminine. It's like black women, they don't deserve the positions they get because they're not as smart as us. They are the reasons I am failing because they are black and they are women. And then black men. Oh, don't forget the pilot example. If I get on a plane, if I get on a plane and see that my pilot is black, remember that story? Remember that story? But see, there, like, and this is one reason why I can say, like, just, just hardcore. I know. The more you cry about this man, the more you if you miss him, if you cry about him, if you say he was an amazing man, the more I know you're a bigot. The more you say how amazing he was, I know you are a bigot. Because the way, like, especially, oh yeah, don't forget, it's like a couple times he mentioned that they need to bring back the punishment of the 50s and 60s for the LGBTQ community, but he also mentioned that for, yeah, our people. But then, yeah, it's really crazy when I see the black people say how great he was. When I see black MAGA, and I'm like, he wishes he can, punish you with the whole strange fruit song. The whole strange fruit song. Yeah, he wants that for you. And he doesn't think you're smart enough. He doesn't think you're good enough for anything. Yeah. Mm-mm. He doesn't have any thought of you at all. But you're just gonna keep cheering him on. And that's why sometimes, like, with a lot of black magas, like, sometimes it almost feels like they hate themselves or self-hate, and so they're hanging on to the colonizers. And just because even the fact that, like, when he said negative things about Martin Luther King Jr. and stuff, and he was like, they praise him like a god, he does this, and it was like they shouldn't have brought back the Civil Rights Act, or they shouldn't have brought the Civil Rights Act. Yeah. Because he was like, that brought on DEI. Again, he was jealous. He was jealous that we are capable and able. And he is jealous that so many, especially African American women, get their degrees, law degrees, and are doctors and so many other amazing things. More things than just being on the football or basketball field, which is our stereotype of how we make money. Yeah. So if you're if you are missing this, like, and it's like, I am against how it happened. I saw, yeah, it's like, I'm but see, I like, when it comes to the Second Amendment, I think we need so many more rules and laws. I just covered this with the Minnesota school situation. And I talked about how it's like the US, like, we are number one with school situations, like, by far. The next two tie at 8 when it comes to just schools. And then when we talk about violence, period, with those, it's like, I don't know, it's just crazy. But he was the one that said we need at least a few of those each year. It's so like he was acting like it was okay. So since he's against empathy, and he is for, or he forgives, or he says it's okay to have those types of situations happen. w- I'm not going to ask why are people crying and they're so sad and mad, because it's like I think some people are thinking, yeah, it's okay for other people but not him. It's okay for people that aren't millionaires but not him. It's okay for other people as long as they're not white, able-bodied, straight men. It's okay as long as it's not somebody I know. And that's the crazy, because and that's one thing that I keep telling you guys about MAGA. As long as it's not them, as long as it's not them, because remember what happened a couple months ago in Minnesota again? You remember the representative, the husband, and the dog? Remember that? But they didn't talk that much about that, especially on the news. They didn't really. I mean, it was, and it was on the news for like a day or two. But now with this situation, though, the flag is at half mast. I think it's going to be throughout the weekend, even. Yeah, our own like political like rep didn't even get that much. And then did she get a medal? Or is she gonna get any time? Like, nothing. And the tangerine guy, I see, and this is another reason why it's like, I know, if like, especially if you voted for him for the third time, if you voted for the tangerine man for the third time, I know you're basically a bigot. And if you are missing it, like, okay, you can miss them and mourn them or whatever, but to a certain extent, because again, this this jerk was a bigot. This jerk was a bigot. It's like he he thought that he just thought black women are just dumb and idiots, and he was against the Civil Rights Act, and he, like, even with black men fly, like, I mean, probably almost any type of degree, but it's like, and there's so many other things that he said, but these are the ones that I just remember on the top of my head. And knowing that he kept going to all of these universities, and like the way that he tried to, like, oh, there was the one at the one, or there's a few times, but like when students would talk about the racism and things, did you report it, see, a lot of people don't realize, just like with when women get um those the R words, and like, or raped, and different types of sexual harassment and things like that, we don't always tell. For one, a lot of people don't, like, they blame us, or they say we're making it up, or again they blame us, and or they say that, oh, well, men are just men and they just blah blah blah, like, because yeah, my ex had the nerve to tell me that, oh, women, you guys enjoy it, you guys are like, you always enjoy it, and when I said no, you can't tell me you don't. Yeah. And it's like, even over the last few years, while trying to heal from the awful toxic relationship with him, there are some things that I kind of picked up finally, where I'm just like, hmm, I think that was a Charlie Kirk thing. Because, like, I already know he was watching Red Pill stuff, but it's like, and I could be, it's like, maybe it wasn't Charlie Kirk, but it was someone who watches or mentors with, like, someone who pays attention, because some of the things he said and did, and especially when I would say that was racist or whatever, and then especially like, and I know, like, see, and I'm pretty sure I am right, because especially with what his family members would say about me and my education, about me and my career and my goals and things, they would always say that I only got this because I'm black and I'm not capable of doing this or that. Or, oh, I still haven't told you about when they were trying to test me on if I'm smart enough to get a master's degree, but with a game app. Yeah. And it was after a long day of like, yeah, see, it's like they weren't, and see, the thing is, they're not that bright, and it's really, but it's like they're gonna blame me or say it's only because I'm black, but then their performance and their actions show that they're not like, I can tell why either they dropped out or they couldn't finish or they didn't go to begin with. It makes sense. But then they blamed me. They kept blaming me for them not having college degrees. They kept insulting me, telling me that I don't deserve my degrees. And or it must be easy because you got it, but if it was that easy, why did you drop out? But then that makes me go back to Charlie Kirk. Because yeah, he was a community college dropout. And he hated anybody and everybody who was not like him that succeeded in their lives. He put down Martin Luther King, who he was trying to pull people together. He was trying to unite people and show the equality and show the compassion and the empathy and the love. But remember, Charlie Kirk thought that empathy is bad. See, it's like he was such a hateful person. And it, just so many of the things, because even, okay, back to the college campus, like there were people who would say that they interfered or they encountered racism, and he was like, if you don't report it, you're lying. I don't believe you. I've told you guys about I've only told you guys about a fraction of the racism I have faced. In other episodes I have shown you the screenshots, and I might do that with this episode. I don't know, if it depends on how I feel. But at the same time, I've already posted some of them so many times. It's like I shouldn't have to. And part of me feels like if you don't believe me from watching this episode, and if you're not willing to take the time to look at other episodes to see what I'm saying, I don't care. And see, and that's the thing. It's like some of us have faced so much racism, and it's like especially or especially MAGA. They're gonna, like, some of them are so racist. They're like, no, you didn't. I don't believe you. It's like, I'm racist too, but I'm not gonna admit that we're racist. No. Okay, if we're racist, then why did we vote for President Obama? Who remember, slave owners slept with their slaves, but they were still racist. Yep. Yep. And then even Purdue University, the way they try to teach with the slaves, and they were like, oh, well, some of the slaves were very happy. Like, shut up. And I think, yeah, didn't Mr. Kirk do something with? You know what? Yeah, let me check real quick, because I need to I need to look that up, because I think he was. It's like, did Charlie Kirk do, like, partner with Purdue? Kirk help out or whatever, help out with Purdue University. Okay, let's see. Okay. Oh, so actually, oh, he didn't. I'm kind of. Let's see. Rather, he was involved in political activism and speaking engagements at various universities. Oh, including Purdue. Okay. Okay. So he was. Okay. Oh, okay. So he was, like, involved. But okay. 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 But anyway. So when I don't know, I'm just, because I'm still bothered by, especially, like, he has the nerve to say that or he said that if you don't report it, it's not true. But he doesn't realize how much hatred, how much racism, sexism, and it's like for me, ableism that we go through on such a daily basis. And I have shown you guys so many screenshots. Sometimes I'm just like, okay, how often do you want us to report it? We're going to get exhausted and they're going to need to hire more cops because there is so much racism out there. It's like, guys, it's like I'm probably going to have to put the screenshots on the episodes, but I'm like, I've done. And the thing is, I have hundreds more. I have hundreds more screenshots from sexist, racist, bigoted, awful, terrible jerks. I have hundreds. And I'm trying to put them on Patreon, but trying to finish the novel and then the greeting cards and the candles and all of the other like the children's books on top of my novel and everything like that. It takes time. And especially with disability and disability life and all the paperwork and all the things that I need to plan and do, you wanna it's like but with this with that jerk who he he wouldn't think anything of me, just like the president. And that's why the orange guy loves him so much, because they share the same hate. They hate the same people. And especially the way that they try to, it's like they turn Christianity into a villain, but they make it look good but in a villain way. It's kind of twisted. I like because like if you really pay attention to like because especially I see how he's drawn in many of the Christian groups. But then the Christian groups, they're like, oh yeah, he's with God, and like, oh yeah, black people, oh yeah, they don't deserve this. Oh, we're against DEI too, and it's like you're turning a demographic that's supposed to be for love, supposed to be with like love thy neighbor and but yeah, only love thy neighbor if they're white and able-bodied couple and a straight couple. Yeah. That's basically what he's teaching. But it's like his demographic or the people, all of his followers, yeah, they don't care. And I think that's the part that's really, I won't, maybe not bothersome, but because it's kind of amusing because all like I said, he was able to get rich off of hate. But if you've been paying attention, especially since this last election, that one white woman at the park, she got $1 million based off of hate. And then that one guy who was in that Jubilee debate and then quote unquote lost his job. I don't know if he really lost a job, but he claims he did because I heard he lost in like months prior or whatever. But I hear that he got money from saying like, oh, yeah, he is such a. Anyway, yeah. But each one's getting money off of hate. But then when you see outstanding, amazing people who are showing love and stuff, like I believe the late young lady, the young woman's name is it Gertrude? The one about she wants to help the planet and everything it like that. Like people poke fun at her and pick on her, and like part of me is just like she should be banking money. It's like with all of the love and compassion and how much she cares for the earth and the planet and people's future and everything like that. Why isn't the money going to her? It's like people want to follow hate. People want to follow racism. People want to follow the people who tell you or give you an excuse on why you are a failure or why it was okay for you to quit or why other people are exceeding past what the expectations of you are, in the as of present. Because dating my ex, who is an able bodied white man, that's all he did. It's like the more I think about the relationship and the more I remember the awful, terrible things he said and did, he kept blaming me. He kept, it's like, and part of me was like, why would you date a black woman if you everything that you fail at, you're going to blame the black woman? Or if I succeed and you fail, you're going to blame the black woman, or say that it is not your fault, or it's not because you didn't try, or it's not because you didn't put in the effort or study, or etc., etc. And it's just a little delusional, a little out there, a little crazy. And so people want me to have empathy. He didn't want anybody to have empathy. Remember, to him, empathy is a bad thing. And now Republicans are mad at us. And first they're blaming us, and we're like, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Remember, even the times where it was the president that had this situation happen, supposedly, they it was people on the right each time. And then the school situations, people on the right. So far, part of me feels like, no, 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 no. Let's wait and find out. I'm not going to say they're on the right or the left. I'm going to say because so many people on the right keep saying why he did it. You don't know why he did it. So instead of you giving your phony dollar bill, phony 2 cents or whatever like that, let's wait until we have, like, they collect the evidence and everything like that, and that person says why they did it. Okay? It's like, again, it's like, I have empathy for our society and our nation as a whole, because I see, like, now people are like, now the Republican Party is saying civil war and stuff like that. And it's like, we didn't ask for that. We didn't tell them to do that. I think it was stupid, because it's like, remember, the orange guy loves the poorly educated. And this this jerk, this rich bigot ran around and supported bigotry, hatred, and everything that a lot of the MAGA Christians love. They love excluding, they love putting down, they love the hatred. That's how he got rich, that's how he got his money. But it's like, so I don't have, I'm saving my empathy, because I was like, I don't have enough empathy. Like, no. I was like, for society as a whole, because I feel like so many people now are just like, let me get my Second Amendment material, let me do this, let me do that, because they're driven by hate. They're allowing the hate to take over, when, again, we didn't act like, I want more of the Second Amendment laws. I do. I do. We need it, as you can tell. We need more help with mental health or mental wellness and things like that, and more therapists and things like that. And they need to get paid more too, especially some of the stuff that I heard some things, but I'm. At the end of the day, it's like, we have to pay attention to the people getting rich. It's the people promoting hate and the people promoting racism. And right now, one person promoting racism, especially with he used the Supreme Court to allow it and stuff. He's, I think, made around $5 billion this year. So the rich are getting rich off of hate, off of racism, off of sexism, off of ableism, off of, like, even sexuality hate and things like that as well. But anyway, thank you so much for listening to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. I am a woman, I am of color, and I am handicapable. But most importantly, I am human, and you're human too.